Okay guys, let's check out today how we're gonna go from the shallow de la Riva into the shallow kguard, reap over, start attacking, finishing with leg locks, much more there. Check it out. Okay guys, so today we're gonna look at the shallow kguard. Now we're starting off with close guard. I know that's weird, but I just wanna make a short link to our kguard system. Video we did previously on the close guard, which got the highest views we had on a video so far. So we hope to beat that today with this video. Now the shallow kguard is gonna involve attacking from a standing position, but we're gonna do an entry here today. If you haven't seen the normal kguard system, check that out first. But if I'm here attacking for the kguard in the close guard, that's all good and well, it's a different video. Now, as we're in close guard, my partner's gonna start standing up in order to pass. Usually he's controlling my frames and grips. He starts standing up, and then he gets his posture. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my guard, squeeze my knees together, and drop in with my foot hooking on the inside of his hip, there. I have to be aware of this leg. I'm now giving my partner inside leg positioning and leg locks here, so I can use that to kick off, or if I feel him posturing up too much, to hook him and keep him close to me. So the foot on the kguard can keep his posture close, or keep it away from me, depending on what I want to do with the foot. I'm connecting myself with a gable grip to his knee as I pressure on the hip and pull the knee towards my chest. My foot is going to reap over, and I can either chop on the back side of his knee to bring his knees to the mat, or I'm gonna lace my foot in on the far side hip. Now it's important that I elevate my hips. I can go gable grip here, or I can go butterfly grip. We're gonna check out more details on this as we go from the standing and the de la Riva. But as I elevate my hip, I'm gonna reach over and bring it on the far side. Now Marlon's already coming down for the pressure on the back side of his knee, and I could control this on the back side of his knee to slow down his back step. So if he tries to back step now, I'm blocking that here, so it gives me a bit more time, or I'm lacing it in the front of his hip. Now from here, I'm gonna reach over to the toes. Yeah, I hope it's good to see here. Shelved leg, back elbow, expose his heel, and either finish off with this backside heel hook from backside 50-50, or expect my partner to back step, and I'm either upgrading to a crisscross ashi or an outside sankaku to start finishing there. We've done tons of videos on this already for the leg locks. I'm not gonna go into the leg locks. But once again, the close guard entry. Let's do the opposite side now. So playing close guard, my partner is standing up, posturing up, trying to pass, yeah? I'm gonna open my guard, but I'm not gonna drop my hips to the floor immediately. I'm gonna keep my legs squeezed as I turn my hips and circle my knee to the inside and drop into the kguard. So my partner's posturing up and grabbing hold of a leg and attaching myself to that leg. Now I really want myself to imagine trying to get his knee to my chest as I push his hip away. So I'm trying to push his hip away and bring his knee towards me. So I'm not pulling everything in, because now he can pressure, nor am I kicking everything away. It's the contradiction in those moves. Pulling him in here, and I'm blocking here. If I want to keep his upper body more away, I can use this foot to base in the armpit as I circle my leg, reap over, lift my heel, and bring my foot on the inside position. It's important that his knee comes to the mat in front of my leg, so not here. This is when I lose the knee line, and it's very hard for me to work the attacks from here. As we're here, turning a bit to this side, I'm lifting the leg, putting it here on my armpit, back elbowing, catching heel, and then I'm basing off here so he cannot put pressure and sit into me. And usually he will start to back step. We'll start attacking leg locks from there. So this is one entry from the close guard, just to make the link between the previous video, where he stayed on his knees, and the kguard in that transition in between. Now today, we're gonna focus a bit more on using it from de la Riva. So as I'm playing a de la Riva, let's do this side please. As I'm playing the de la Riva, we have a video on the shallow de la Riva in general. I'll link it up here so you can check out the general overview of this position and what changes in between no-gi and gi. So I'm controlling my partner. I can play this de la Riva here, or I can go in and catch like this mantis grip here. And I also want to make a super cool referral to a friend of mine, Manolis from Moto BJJ, who did a seminar recently with us, who changed the kguard, and he calls it the cable guard. Some really cool stuff. I'm not even going to show you anything about that. I'm going to give the full credit to him. I will link his videos. Check it out. It's a variation on the kguard, which he really loves, and I'm myself a big fan. I wanted to do a video on that, but let's give it the credits to the one who deserves it, Manolis, with the cable guard. So today we're going to go further with the shallow kguard. As I'm here, trying to off-balance my partner, trying to work various sweeps. We have a whole video on this. I really like to use it to off-balance, pommel to the inside, get my shin on shin, start elevating for leg entries, etc. Now what's so cool about the kguard is I'm attacking the outside. Now what I want to do is, as I'm here, I want to drop my hips again in the same motion with the kguard to the inside. Now instead of putting my foot on the hip, I'm gonna put my shallow foot, hence the name shallow kguard, on the inside of his knee. So I'm getting this scoop grip all the way, and it's important for me to keep control of the leg. Otherwise, as soon as I go, Marlon can do a running man escape, he can just kick out, and he can free and start passing again. So I have to keep control. And I like to use my free hand, because I don't have a grip on the gi, so do no gi, to either block the knee if he pressures in, or keep control of the back side of the knee here. As I switch underneath and drop into this kguard here. Now I want to attach myself to his lower leg, so I can either grab the heel or the knee here, or I can go in with a full butterfly grip or figure 4 grip and control the heel. If he now wants to do a running man escape, I'm pretty tight on the leg. So make sure you don't just cross a gable grip here, now do a running man, and he's out. The only thing blocking here is his shoelaces. So I really want to go deep with that grip and keep control of the foot so that he doesn't do a running man escape. So as I drop into the K, my knee is on the mat. You don't have to be very flexible, guys. You just have to angle more. So practice that. My knee comes to the floor. My arm is in front of my knee, and I'm attaching myself deep with this butterfly grip here. Now, if he starts pressuring back into me, I can put pressure on the hip, or if he comes down with his upper body, so turn the yes there, I can keep pressure in the armpit. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna reap over. If my hip stays here, I will never bring his knee to the mat. So look at my hip, guys. As I circle the leg, I lift my hip. My knee cuts on the back side of his knee. Sorry, my leg cuts on the back side of his knee and laces through to the opposite side as I bring his knee to the mat. Yeah. Then I elevate, bring the bend in his leg, and usually they will start backstabbing as I keep framing in. Now I can close my legs in like a crisscross ashi and start attacking from there. Let's turn a little bit to the camera. And start finishing my inside heel hook from here, or basing over, going for outside sankaku, or just staying in 50-50 if you prefer. I really don't like using just the 50-50 because of the grip fighting mechanics, my partner. But sure, if I have a good bite and I can follow up with the heel hook, fine as it is. So I think that's it for today. Let's do one quick overview of both, just on speed. Let's do the standing one on the left side, and then the other one on the opposite side. I'm gonna drop in, bring it over, switch, bring the heel hook in, start bridging in and finishing. And then from the shallow de la Riva, I'm playing, I'm disbalancing, blocking, reaping over, bring it in, bring it, and bridging, catching that knee line, and finishing off. So there you have a quick view on speed, how to use the shallow kguard to enter for the backside 50-50 in the legs. There's tons of more options from there, but we covered some of them in the normal kguard video, so I didn't want to do it twice and keep this video short. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.